Hello children, welcome to social class. Children, today as we have started lesson called culture in our last class, today the continuation part of the culture can be seen. We learned what is culture, right? Because each and every manner or each moment of our daily life, it is considered as a culture, because man is a social being. When he exposes himself to the society, then he will follow the culture, isn't it? And as a part of that, we sees the value and the morals that he received from the society, and in return what he gives to the society, that we will learn it, right? And we also seen that the types of a culture, one is material culture, another one is non-material culture. Material culture in the sense which can be touched, which can be seen, right? Such as a temple building, that can be material, which we can see as an example of a culture, right? So that we can say example, we can give the architecture of a temple or a church or a mosque. We can give example of our culture, right? Whereas non-material culture is referred to the value, thoughts that cannot be touched, only we can feel, like sympathy, then showing respect to an elder. This is also a culture. These we cannot touch it, but we can feel it. So a sociologist has divided culture into two types, as material, which can be touched and seen, and non-material, which cannot be touched, only we can feel it. Okay, then we also see a feature of a culture. Which are they? Culture is a abstract. Why it is a abstract, children? Because the culture which will transfer from one generation to another generation, then again it will continue to the next generation too. Then culture is a social. Accept it. Do you accept it? Why it is social? Because openly we will accept it and we will follow it. Then it is learned, right? Whatever good things we see from other, that we will learn. That is why culture is learned. Culture means coexistence. Though we don't wish certain things, for the sake of the other, we will adjust in the society. We will tolerate them. That is why culture is a coexistence. What do you mean by culture? Culture in the sense we involving ourselves in society, because as I told, man is a social being, children, right? So he cannot live alone. If he want to live, he has to adjust with other human being, because human beings have different tastes, different knowledge, and the behavior also different. He has to adjust along with them. That is why it is a coexistence. Then culture is continuous. As I told, from past to present, present to future, the habit of or the custom of a people will transfer. So it will say that it is a continuous. Then culture is a diverse. Diverse in the sense, it is a diversity. Why? Because in a one society, we cannot say a society is consist of a Hindu. No. In a society, it may consist of a Muslim or a Christian. And even you take, even in it is a community of a Hindu, there are other sub-religion or the caste are there. So their habit, practice is totally different from one to another. That is why it is called culture is a diverse to one to other religion. Okay. Now let's move on to the importance of a culture. What was that? Culture is a treasure of a knowledge. Why it is considered as a treasure of a knowledge? Treasure in the sense, as I told, which a box or something which we kept to store a valuable, right? So here culture was compared to the treasure, because it is a treasure which has stored a few precious, not only few, it has stored many precious values. Okay, it may be a not one or two, it may consist of many valuable value. So whenever we want, whenever it required, we can use it. How in the sense, for example, human beings have many knowledge, right? Example you take, you only take, you are in a classroom, in a one classroom, you are learning totally 6 subject, right? In a 6 subject again, there are many chapters. Yes, along with that you are learning grammar, you are doing practical experiment. Along with that you play, you will watch TV. These are many things that such a one small brain will contain so many aspects, children, right? So here even the culture is also, why culture is a treasure of knowledge here? Because human beings have a several knowledge or experience and learned things. So all these things what you will do, you will use when it required. Okay, for example, I can say, we know if we trouble the dog, what it will do, it will chase us or it may bite us, right? So we have that knowledge that if suppose we hurt someone, in return they will hurt, right? That is a knowledge. So what we will do, that knowledge we will use for our survival. Survival in the sense, we have to live, so that we cannot disturb living of other. So whatever knowledge we have for our existence, that we will use to survive in the society, so that though we may not like that people who was our neighbor, but still we will keep quiet, we will tolerate. And main thing is that we cannot do anything, because they too have equal rights like us to live in a society. So but we will limit our activity with them, we will make less talk with them, we will less mingle with them, right? Because that is the knowledge which we use when how to mingle in a bad situation or how to behave in a good situation. All this we learn in a society as a culture, right? That is why it can be considered as a culture is a treasure of a knowledge. And culture explain the situation. What about the situation then? As I told, it will tell that how you have to behave in a situation. For example, in a one bus, okay, you don't know anyone. Okay, when you are doing a journey, you don't know anyone, and there is only one person whom you know, but that person and you are not talking with each other because of some reason. Okay, and if suppose you are hungry in the sense, okay, not hungry, you want water. Okay, and in that time, with whom you will ask for a help? Though it may not you know that person, you won't talk with that person, but somewhere you believe that, you have a faith that yes, even though I may not speak with that person, I believe him because I know him, other than the people one who you don't know, right? Yes. Or what you will do, you will give your bag with money, at least little bit of money, when you go to washroom, with whom you will hand over, right? A person one who are strange to you, or person whom you know but you won't not going to talk with them. It is obviously that we will believe the person to whom we know, right? That is why it is a explain the situation. Situation in the sense, we have to keep it in mind that we should not make rivalry with anyone. Okay, why? Because we came to earth for a few days, right? Because person who are today, he may not be there tomorrow. Like that is why we should not keep rivalry with anyone. As much as possible, we have to keep a good relation with each other. Okay, and as an example of that, the cave and the architecture temple in Aihole and Badami. Have you heard Aihole and Badami, which was in a Bagalkot district, which reveal the progress of human society in particular period. As historical view of the historical children you take. Okay, there we have seen to commemorate the victory in the sense to celebrate the victory that king has done, or he has waged the war and in that war he will win. To celebrate that victory, he has written the inscription, or he may construct the temple. That and all has to be done during those days. Here the Aihole and Badami in that time one temple has been constructed. In that temple what they have done, in the sense, the development of a human society has been engraved to show the progress in the human society. Okay, that was the one example. Then culture defined the values. How it defined the values? What was the values? Values is nothing but respecting each other feeling. That I can say it is a value. So it defined a value in the sense, suppose if we respect our effort, children understand, if somewhere we are respecting our efforts, another side we should respect the effort of other also. Okay, we cannot degrade them or we cannot condemn them telling that I am doing 10-hour studies and he was just doing a 6-hour. Who knows that 6-hour effort is more than your 10 hours working. Okay, we cannot judge anyone. That is why here a culture define the value. What are the value? Because in that 6 hours what he was studying, that may be a more, and remaining 4 hours he may be helping his parents in their work, right? So that we should not condemn or we should not degrade anyone's feelings. That is why it says that culture define the values. Okay, and culture explain the behavior model, children. Culture is also explain the behavioral model. What are the behavioral model? Behavior model in the sense how you should talk with your elder, or how you should respect your grandparents, or what are the dress code you have to wear in a public, and how you should represent in the society, or how you have to speak in front of the all. These are the values. Suppose assume that if you are rude to an elder, immediately you will be corrected by your elder. That is why culture explain the behavioral model. Suppose if you are so rude, arrogant, stubborn with your grandparents, if that your parents observe, on that moment only they will scold you or they may hit you. Why? Because that is not our culture. It says that culture, if we go against of a culture even teaches a method which can be respected. Also it even punishes. Okay, so culture explain the behavioral model. These are the importance that we can see in the culture, children. Then the next is, what is the relationship between culture and society? Okay, you may think that it is all repeated and same. Yes, it is a same, that but the title are different, children, because you see culture, relationship between culture and human society is mutual, because without culture there is no society, and no society without the culture. And even we can say that the culture and society are the two faces of a same coin. Okay, what we are going to learn in society, that is a culture, and what we learn in society, that is a culture, again that we are going to present it to a society itself. Do you agree? Do you agree this one? Because see, in a family, assume that, okay, simple example I will give. In a family there is only one child, nuclear family, one child and parents. When out of these three, how a child can learn everything? Everything in the sense, how to mingle with the companion, how to play with the children, or how to mingle himself with the friends, or how to talk with the seniors or elder boys. These and all values a child cannot learn when it is alone. So if that child was bring to a society in the sense not that directly on the road. Okay, when the child was left to the play school, the child will meet many children with different feeling, different thoughts, different habit. There the child will observe each and everything. Okay, depending upon that it will react, it will adjust, it will survive. Suppose in a play school, assume that you may all remember this all, right? When you were in play school, maybe one child is continuously crying, okay, another child have a habit of pinching you children, okay. In that case, what you will do, if that child was always pinch you, hit you all the time, you cannot tolerate. So that what you will do, automatically you will try to keep yourself away from such children, okay, because you cannot tolerate that pain, pinching pain. So you yourself keep away from that child. That is what that we learn in society. There, a mother need not to teach a child that the child will pinch you, it will hurt you, you go and sit somewhere. No, the mother need not to teach that one. The child will automatically will learn. Okay, that is the one side. A society will teach to a child. Okay, and and when the child will grow up, okay, and one day it will become teacher like me. Okay, then what you will do, in return that teacher, when it was a child, when the teacher was a child, whatever values or whatever care, love it has received from the teacher, in return the teacher again will give to her children. She will try to give the same love, affection to her students, right? It was equivalent to what culture the child has received from the society. Again, when the child will grow up, it will try to give to a society. That is why it is called as a, they are two faces of a same coin. Okay, one from when it will learn, after learning again it will return to a society. That is what we can say. Okay, then what are the importance and significance of cultural rituals and diversity? Now, I hope that you understood that the relationship between human being and society and culture. Okay, when a society and culture are same to each other, the both will going to teach to a human being, or human being in return it will contribute to society. It was how in the sense, see, human being is in one side, okay, and other side society and culture. Are you getting, children? So we are learning culture in society only, right? After what we learn culture, that again we are going to present it to a society itself. Like what are the culture we can say? Nationalism, patriotism, brave, respecting a nation, right? Respecting a national anthem, how to keep our national integrity. All these are the culture that we learn when we are a child. That we are going to express to society only. In return we will teach our children that how to respect the national anthem, how to respect the national emblem, how to protect, how to save the national property. Isn't it, children? This is what in return we give here. So that is what the relationship between human being to culture as well as a society. Now the next is how the importance and significance of a culture, ritual and diversity. In a sense, see, as I told, in a society there are not only Hindu, but along with the Hindu children we can see Muslim, Christian, Sikh, Jain, Buddhist, right? Like that many sect of a religion we can see. Okay. Now the thing is that in a society, how culture bring unity or a diversity. What do you mean by diversity? Though we are belong to different religion and sect, still we are one. How it bring the unity? For example, you think that in a school, on school day you want to present the one skit, okay, skit related to some mythological story. Mythological story means in the sense Usually we'll take which one? Mahabharata one scene or a Ramayana one scene you will take, or you want to enact it. Okay? While doing a selection, children, you listen carefully that you are not going to select all the Hindu children. Are we going to do such a discrimination? No, we won't, because what was in our mind that time? We will keep in mind that our drama or our skit should be come neatly. We will keep it in mind only that one. Okay? So, whoever who enact well, who speak this dialogue well, we take them and we present the skit. Okay? Then finally the show goes good. Okay? And remember that our children, one who are enacting or one who are take part in a skit, they won't think that I am a Christian, I should not do the role of a Rama or a Lakshmana. What he thinks? He thinks that I am now enacting there. I should be present myself in front of the people and I should justify my role, and he will deliver the dialogue very well and he will enact and he will goes. Okay? Then he won't think that I am a Christian, I should not play the role. Clear? There a culture brought the unity, diversity. Though they belong to other religion, they involved in other religion for the sake of a work or for the sake of our existence. Right? Is it clear? That is why we can say that culture is a diversity. In a culture we can see the diversity, and we are for the sake of a one. What was our sake? That is, we are the Indian. When we think that we are Indian, we won't think about the religion. We are living for the sake of a country and integrity of a country. Okay? These all the things where we can see in the sense when you goes to a foreign, there suppose if you see any Indians, then that nationality, oh, he is ours, our nation, right? He may not, maybe he may not belongs to Karnataka, Udupi, or you don't know Kannada, but he is an Indian. That is enough for us, right? That is our culture. Yes? So that is why the culture teach a diversity. Such diversity, children, we can see in India only. That is why we are proud to adopt our culture and rituals. Okay? This is up to your lesson culture, where we have seen the importance, significance of a culture and the contribution of a culture on human society, and the contribution of a human to the culture also we have seen. Okay? I can say that we learn from the culture. Okay, listen carefully, we learn from the culture, finally we try to keep the culture, right? Because how much learning is important, at the same time we have to learn to keep the culture, then only it is something worth. Because today we will learn and tomorrow we will forget. Is there any use of such learning, children? No. Whatever we learn, children, that we try to keep it in mind forever. So that I am telling, we learn from the culture and finally we keep a culture. That must be important in a culture. Okay, this is up to sociology. Sociology, I can say, the practical things, children, we observe, we practice and we analyze. So this is a second chapter in a culture that has been completed. Notes I will send, write it down, and I will meet you in the next class with another new topic, children. Till then, you read the lesson and important things you underline and keep it. Till then, children, take care.